Somebody just ran off from that way.
Okay, what the hell was that?
This is Steve. He runs a small stealth camping channel on YouTube called Small Plots. A couple dozen thousand subscribers out of upstate New York. His whole thing is picking places nobody's supposed to sleep. Bridges over the Erie Canal, patches of trees off the roads outside Rochester. Spots the city doesn't quite know what to do with, and sleeping there anyway, on camera. Most of his videos are strangely quiet. This one isn't. A month before he filmed the video you're about to see clips from, a man's body was discovered along a stretch of forested riverbank on the outskirts of a Canadian city. Local news covered it briefly. The case went cold within weeks, and then Steve showed up.
I'm here on this bridge over the train tracks here, and the train tracks are on a bridge over the Erie Canal, and about a month ago they found a body maybe about 200, 300 feet that way in the Erie Canal.
That's a real news broadcast about a real body. And for reasons known only to him and his subscribers, Steve decided the correct response was to pitch a tent at the exact same spot, on camera. A month later, he brought a friend along. He calls him his bodyguard. This is the actual site. 12 minutes drive from the nearest downtown. A 10-minute walk through the trees off the nearest road. No cell signal, no street lamps. And according to the news at the time, nobody had returned to this stretch of forest since the body was removed. Steve is walking into it. You need to know how Steve normally acts on camera. Calm, cheerful. When his tone shifts, it means even he wasn't ready for what just happened. He's about to hit the 4-minute mark.
They found the body over there, and already going in here, I see something glistening in the sun, so we don't know what we're gonna find. Let's go find out, though. Instead of standing here, can't see anything. Okay, so that thing we saw shining is a green bottle in a tree. I don't think that's anything to worry about, but I don't know, we'll see. Maybe the bottle has, you know, heinous intentions.
He doesn't stop to identify it. He keeps walking toward the site. His voice is different now. Listen.
We're behind some big rocks here. This should be a pretty chill place to camp. And I know that it should be a pretty chill place to camp because there's a pre-established campfire back here used by, who knows, us tonight, hopefully.
Then, 5 minutes in, everything changes.
It looks just like some kind of canister, like a CO2 canister or something. It's got what am I seeing? Somebody just ran off from that way. Somebody just ran up that hill away from me. I don't know what they're doing back here. I'm gonna go find Sean.
Think about what just happened. Steve walks into a stretch of forest where a body was found a month ago. Within minutes, someone hiding in that forest sees him and immediately runs. Not walks, not says hello, runs. Whoever was there did not want to be seen. And whatever they were doing there, they were doing it at the exact spot a man's body had been discovered 30 days earlier. He didn't leave. He didn't call the police. He kept filming. He kept walking closer to the location. He put his tent up 30 meters from where the body had been found. His logic was that no one would expect someone to sleep there. What he didn't consider was someone had already had that same idea.
You hear that?
Yeah.
God. That sounded pretty close. There's industrial places around here, but that's not in that direction. That's like the expressway over there.
He's like, we heard a noise and then the birds like were flying away.
Yeah. Head on a swivel.
Head on.
Second person on camera. Second reaction. Sean heard it too. This is not Steve's imagination anymore. Someone, or several someones, were moving through the forest around them, and they were doing it quietly enough that Steve and Sean could only catch it in fragments. This is Steve, after everything, talking directly to camera.
See them. It's very unnerving when you just see someone run away from you in the forest and they were like scrambled up an embankment to get away. It was odd. I don't know if that's going to come out on camera. I got it on camera, but it was, you know, forests are tough to see. We'll see.
Steve Wallace has kept uploading. He still stealth camps every week. He has never returned to this location, and to this day, nobody has ever identified who ran from him. The murder investigation is still open. This is Grizzly Gaz. He runs a wild camping channel out of the north of England. His videos are usually quiet, him and his French bulldog Fendi sleeping rough in the woods, on the moors, along old canal paths. He talks about tents. He reviews gear. On May 4th, 2025, he uploaded a video where none of that matters. He set up camp deep inside a pine forest on the edge of Ryburn Reservoir in West Yorkshire. There is no village nearby, no road within a kilometer. His phone has no signal. It's him, his dog, and roughly 200 acres of trees. The wind picks up. Branches start snapping in the trees behind him. He notes it, laughs it off, points out that he's glad he's not the one sleeping inside the woods tonight. He's about to change his mind about that.
Wind keeps picking up like now. And branches keep falling and trees are creaking like mad behind me. I'm just glad I'm not inside them woods.
6 hours later, deep dark. Then he hears something that shouldn't exist out here.
Watching a movie that I downloaded. I felt sure I could hear bells. It's not Christmas, is it? Santa's not coming.
Bells in a pine forest. There is no church for miles. There are no farms with livestock in this stretch of woodland. Whatever's making that sound was put there by a person, and that person had to have walked several kilometers off the nearest path to leave it. He decides to investigate. He grabs a torch. He tells Fendi to stay in the tent, and he starts walking toward the sound. The forest is silent except for the bells. He follows them deeper into the trees, further from his camp, further from anything he can call a way out. Then his torch catches something hanging from a branch.
What the hell's that? Look at that. A bird cage in the middle of the woods. I was on with really old electrical wire, but it looked a bit. Well, if That's not creepy, I don't know what is.
A bird cage wired to a tree with decades-old electrical cable. Nobody lives out here. Nobody keeps birds in this forest. This isn't a lost object. Someone brought it here, and someone hung it up. Deliberately. He keeps walking, following the sound of the bells to their source. This is what he finds them tied to.
You dirty little scruff bag. Leave it alone. Yeah, look there. Well, now we know what the bells are.
Bells strung on bones, left hanging in a tree. This is not natural. This is a shrine. And now he wants to see the rest of it. 20 meters further in, his torch catches something scratched into the dirt.
Is that what you call a pentagram? Blair Witch style, innit? There.
A pentagram. In modern Britain, they usually get left behind by two kinds of people. Amateur ritual practitioners, Wiccans, folk magic hobbyists, building small shrines in the woods, or teenagers copying what they've seen in horror films. Either way, someone was here. Someone hung the bells. Someone left the cage. Someone drew this. And then Gaz hears something that suggests whoever built this might still be nearby.
I'm sure I can hear me. Hello? Hello? It's too dangerous in here, especially with this wind. I'm getting out.
He never got a reply. He grabs the bells to use as improvised triple arms around his tent, a warning system in case anyone comes for him in the night. He starts walking back the way he came, faster than he came in. He gets to camp. He locks himself in. He films his dog sleeping. Then he stops filming. He never posted a follow-up about who left the pentagram, the cage, or the bones. He never explained what he heard say hello. As far as anyone knows, that shrine is still standing on the edge of Ryburn Reservoir, and whoever built it is still walking those pines. This video was uploaded by a British wild camper who documents solo overnight stays in remote parts of the UK. His channel is quiet, calm, consistent. He camps in old ruins, forgotten monuments, forests. He's done dozens of these. This is the only one where he tells you, at the top of the video, that he was frightened. The location is a folly. A stone building in the English countryside, built centuries ago as a decorative structure, now half collapsed and abandoned. No roof. Empty windows, empty doorways, weathered walls with the fireplace still standing. It sits in a patch of woods with no lit path in and no lit path out. He's been here before. once, and when he left after that first camp, he told friends about it on podcasts that this was the only stay where he felt uneasy, like someone was watching him. He couldn't shake it. He wanted to come back. He wanted to see whether it was the place or whether it was him. So he did. And this is the moment, standing inside the folly at dusk, when he opened the video with these words.
Look, it's just this bit, mate. It's all here, around here. Keep thinking I see stuff, like see someone looking in through windows and that, so... I think this is the only time I've been like, I rarely get scared, mate, but... There's something in there, I'll tell you that for now. Right, come on.
He came back with what he calls a clearer head, fully rested, in a good mental place. His theory was that his first visit was his mind playing tricks, and that a second stay would confirm it. This trip is the test. If he could sleep here comfortably, he'd know he was overthinking. If he couldn't, the place was doing something to him. He set up his tent inside the ruin, between the collapsed walls, under the open sky, but sheltered by stone. He lit no fire this time. He watched the sun go down. And then, in the last minutes of daylight, he figured out what was scaring him. He filmed this next segment while sitting alone in the folly, camera pointed at the wall.
But it's this, mate, can you see? Can you... Look at that. I mean, it makes it even scarier, doesn't it? With how... What I can... there. Look at it. It's that. It's these windows that make it freaky. You just feel like you're being watched.
This is the psychology of dread in an old ruin. The building was made for people. It has door frames. It has window frames. But the doors and windows themselves are gone. What remains is a shape that suggests something should be there. A face, a body, a person looking in. Your brain, trained on doorways, starts filling them in. And once it has done that once, it can't stop doing it. Now, the moment that made him stop the video, look directly at the camera, and tell viewers he was scared.
It really is creepy. Look, it's just this bit, mate. It's all here, around here. Keep thinking I see stuff, like see someone looking in through windows and that, so... Chalk it down, mate. I think this is the only time I've been like, I rarely get scared, mate, but... There's something in there, I'll tell you that for now. Right, come on. We'll get out of this little bit now anyway, I've done it though.
He does not leave. He goes to his tent. He ties the door shut. He lies down. He can't sleep. He starts filming again, this time about the feeling itself.
It's just me, I've just got this like, it's in my head. But it's the same feeling as last time. I thought to myself, right, I'll come again with a clearer head. I feel like I'm in a good place mentally and physically and all that. So let's go back there and see what it's all about and conquer them demons. And I did it again. It's just like an unease in my chest. I couldn't shift, and then a feeling of being watched. Like someone was gonna just... I kept having like looking over my shoulders and sort of seeing things out the corner of my eye and then windows.
Sunrise. Everything looks different in daylight. He starts filming one more time.
Ow! That's done for the night in the creepy folly. Didn't shit it. I did a little bit, to be honest. Like my mind had wandered. It's these bits, these dark bits, man. Kept thinking I saw things, and I kept feeling, it was like a feeling in here of unease. And I think it's just because I was on high alert, because it's man-made and it looks like some out of a film, like out of a horror film. My mind was on high alert, so any noise or any sort of changing in light or whatever, my brain automatically went, oh, it's something bad. But like now, it's now, is it?
He made it. He tied his door shut. He stayed put. He lasted the night. He packs up his tent. He walks out of the folly. He never uploads a follow-up. He hasn't returned to this location on camera. The folly is still there. The windows are still empty. And whatever felt like it was watching him from them, either it was his own mind or it wasn't. But he isn't going back to find out.
Hey up, hope you're alright. It's 5:29 AM and I have just had the most terrifying experience of my life.
This video was uploaded by a British van lifer who has lived on the road, full-time, in a self-converted van for 2 years. His channel is calm, practical, mostly gear reviews and city tours. Before this night, he had never made a single video about a scary encounter. His whole position on those videos was that they happened to other people. He was in Sunderland, a small city in the northeast of England, scouting for his next vlog. Late at night, he found what he called a cracking place to park, a quiet lane on the outskirts of town. Dead end, no houses on it, farm buildings somewhere down the road. He parked, closed the blinds, and got to work. He stayed up past 3 in the morning editing footage on his laptop. When he finally put the laptop down and got into bed, he was out cold within minutes. Doors locked, blinds down, nothing outside for at least a mile in either direction. He estimates he had been asleep for maybe an hour and a half. Then this happened. His first instinct, still half asleep, was to pull the blind at the driver's window down about an inch and look out. What he saw next is the image he says he cannot get out of his head.
So, I'm laid in bed. My hand's shaking, bloody hell. I'm laid in bed, with my head up at end, and there's a massive almighty bang. Absolutely scared the life out of me. I didn't know what I thought it was. I just thought it was some, like it was some drunk or something like that. So I pulled the blind down slowly, because I've got CCTV, but they're all like misted up, so you couldn't see anything. Pulled the blind down slowly, and there's a bloody face at the window. Then he wrote something about I didn't look at that when it's live.
His second instinct, and he calls this out on camera because he says it's not what people normally do, is that he immediately picks up his phone and starts filming. not to make a video, to have evidence in case things got worse. He does this without getting out of bed, without making a sound, without letting the man outside know he is awake. The man doesn't leave. He starts walking around the van. He starts shouting at it. Some of what he shouts is intelligible. He is talking about mental health, about being in someone's head. Some of what he shouts is not intelligible at all. And at one point, he starts writing something on the back window of the van with his finger.
So I've got some nutter shouting outside van. Get my shoes on.
This is the moment Shan realizes the trap he is in. His van is facing the wrong way on this lane. The lane is a dead end. To drive out, he has to reverse in the dark, on a narrow track, past the man who is currently standing beside his van, with windows fogged over from condensation that he can barely see out of. There is no version of driving away that is not more dangerous than staying.
I thought I'd get in carbon drive off, but I'm facing wrong way. It's a dead end down there. So that's something to bear in mind in future. But that's the first time in 2 years.
So he does the only other thing available. He does not answer, does not move, does not turn on a light. He lies in the back of the van with a knife within reach, and he waits. He waits for over 30 minutes. Occasionally he lifts the corner of the blind to check where the man is. And every time he checks, the man is still there. Eventually, the shouting moves off. Another vehicle turns onto the lane, and the man walks away toward it. Sean does not leave the van until dawn. When the light finally comes up, he steps out for the first time in 6 hours, walks to the back of the van, and looks at what the man had been writing during the night.
As I said, it's an hour and a half, and I'm only just coming around after that shot. And that's the worrying thing. A man in my condition, a man of my age, it could have been like, your heart's pounding. Could have given me an heart attack. Seriously, it could have. Never been as scared. But there you go.
2 years of full-time van life with nothing more threatening than a curious dog walker, ended by one man on one dead-end lane on one November night in Sunderland. Sean doesn't stop making videos. He doesn't leave the van. He goes on to buy a proximity alarm the next week, and he changes the way he parks, never facing the closed end of a road again. Who the man was, why he came, what he thought he was doing at 4 in the morning on the side of a stranger's van, Sean never found out. This one is from a Canadian YouTuber called Angelo. He runs a channel called Exploring with Angelo, a couple 100,000 subscribers, mostly solo and duo dread videos in remote parts of Ontario. Woods, ghost towns, abandoned locations. He does this every week. He's been doing it for years. This is the video where he leaves his tent at 1 in the morning and drives away. The location is a remote lake in northern Ontario. Multiple campsites, mostly empty on the night he shows up. The nearest town is a long drive. Cell signal comes and goes. He's on his own this time. His usual filming partner, Jazz, let him borrow her tent, and Angelo is out there with just his camera, a fire, and a small pop-up shelter. Sunset. He gets the fire going, films some intro to camera, tries a spirit box just for the video. Nothing happens. He hears one small knock in the woods behind him and hopes the camera picked it up. He shrugs it off. He is not scared yet. Then this happened.
So ready for bed. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna set up the tent. Get ready to sleep. It's like lights flashing behind me. What is going on?
Angelo watches the lights track past him and pull off toward the back of the campground. A truck, 2 in the morning, in a place with no houses for miles. He tells the camera he thinks someone is just looking for a late-night spot to sleep. He doesn't quite believe himself. He starts setting up his tent anyway, faster than before.
But yeah, I guess I'll see y'all in the morning. I'll record in case anything happens throughout the night, but yeah. That was kind of strange. A truck literally pulled in just now and then went all the way back there. I don't even see it now. Can't even hear it, but who the hell pulls in? It's like 2 o'clock in the morning, right?
10 minutes later, the truck comes back. This time he's watching for it.
On this and like jammed it in. That's not good. Oh, there we go. Got it. I knew it'd eventually work. Just needs a little bit of loving. Sounds like that truck is coming back. Very odd to be showing up at this time. Oh yeah, I can see him. What's he doing? It's like, dude, there's a lot of campsites. Like, just pick one. Okay, what the hell was that? Obviously you can hear them, but I heard something behind me. That was weird.
There are dozens of empty campsites at this lake. The truck did not pull into any of them. The truck drove past Angelo's fire, went to the far end of the loop, turned around, and drove past Angelo's fire again. Whoever was in that truck saw exactly one occupied campsite tonight. And that campsite is his. He tries to sleep. He can't. His mattress is too hard. The ground is uneven. The fire has died down. He is lying on his back, staring at the tent ceiling. And then this happened.
Oh, I just realized that this ground is a little bit harder than I thought it was going to be. Maybe I should get my cot. I'm so tired, I don't want to go get it. What's that? It's kind of like half in, sleep, half out. I heard a voice again outside. Hello? That was definitely a human voice. Wait, is he here again?
Come here, in a human voice from the dark on the other side of his tent wall. And then, a moment later, a second one. Hello? Angelo is out there alone. His nearest neighbor is a 2-hour drive away. Whoever said those two things to him was close enough that he could have reached out and touched them through the fabric of the tent. He decides he is not going to check. He is going to lie completely still and wait for whatever it is to go away. So he lies there. He waits. And then this happened.
Something right next to the tent. And my light just went out.
Angelo does something almost no camper does on camera. At 1:30 in the morning, in the fog, in a forest where he has just heard voices, watched a stranger drive past him twice, and had his light die when something moved beside his tent. He abandons camp. He rolls the tent up with most of his gear still inside it. He runs to his car. He starts driving. Instead of driving home, he does something that only makes sense if you have watched hours of his videos. He decides to drive around to the far side of the same lake, to another campsite, to see if it is happening there too. He wants to know if this is a place, or if it is him. Standing on the shore of the second campsite, in the fog, with the camera rolling and his own voice softer than it has been all night, he looks out across the water and sees this.
What I can tell anyways, it's really dark out here, but... Okay. Well, if there's anything here you want to show yourself, now's your chance. There's like something over there. I see a light. Don't quite know what it is, but there's definitely a light. You can tell people definitely ATV more on this side. I don't know why over this side rather than the other side, but... just as many bugs.
Angelo made it out. He drove several hours the next morning to a ghost town he had planned to film. He is still uploading. He has never returned to this specific lake on camera. And whoever was driving that truck at 2 in the morning, and whoever said hello from behind his tent, and whatever put its light out on the far side of the water, has never been identified.